Trading forex, would never need no record deal. Making my own investment, market printing me money.
Peace, guys. Welcome back to ZenFX Hub. Thank you for tuning in for another video. Before I get into the charts, I will be going over some fundamentals that I'll be looking at. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday are a very hefty day this week for the United States, for Canada on Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday for the US. Also Canada as well on Friday too. As you guys know, or if you don't know, every first Friday of the month, the U.S. Has NFP coming out, and the unemployment rate comes out as well. So the first week of the month, the first 2 weeks of the month, I would say, is very, very volatile for as far as fundamentals that I've noticed. So that's what I'll be looking at. So Tuesday we have PMI coming out for the U.S. and then Wednesday we have whether or not Canada's going to do a rate cut or a rate hike. We have jobs opening, coming out Wednesday as well. Then we have, unemployment claims PMI coming out on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have unemployment coming out for the U.S. and Canada, and then we also have NFP coming out as well. So this is going to be a very important week just to see the direction where the Fed wants to go, and also giving us an update and idea of what Canada is doing as well fundamentally. Okay, so and I also, so I was thinking, I was just trying to figure out how I want to structure the channel, just to give you guys the most information and be able to be there for you as much as you guys would like. So just let me know in the comments below. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, hit me up on via on social media. Hit me up on the DM and say, hey, this is what I would like for you to do, and I will drop the email in this video along with the email below in the description, where you guys could just email me and say, hey, I would like for you to do more pre-recorded videos like this one, explaining fundamentals or explaining it the day-to-day or day by day. Like, say for example, you see how Wednesday is an important day. Would you guys like me to do a pre-recorded video once this news drops and then explain it and then see how the market reacts and then whether I get in for a trade? Or would you rather see that live? Would you rather me go live on Instagram, go live on YouTube, so that you guys can actually see the news drop and see how I'm reacting and whether I get in for a trade or not? So let me know what you guys want. At the end of the day, I'm not creating this channel just for me. This channel's for you guys, obviously. I'm not making these videos up and then sitting back watching it myself, So let me know how can I further serve you and, give you guys the best content as possible. So that would be very, very greatly appreciated if you guys can do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the charts. EU. So last week when I told you guys when I was looking for EU, I said one or two things, right? I said that we can see EU come here, respect this level, then push to the upside, or we can see it come down here and retest here and then continue to the upside, or we can come down here and just get back in this range and just trade within this range. Okay, now again, the only reason why I would say it will go back into this range and trade within this range is because we have both ECB and we have the Fed both doing rate cuts. Okay, so that's the only reason why I would say, okay, we may trade in this range. Now, if we do get a rate cut from the Fed and we don't get a rate cut from ECB, then obviously this would further support the idea of EU pushing higher, getting to 112, and then hopefully in the future get to 116. Okay, now I did pull on this trade. I got in on this trade on earlier last week, but I got in on my personal account. So now I have a personal account, like a live account, and then I also have my funded account, which I'm trading on both now. So I got in on this on my live account. And now if we go ahead and respect the 61% fib level, and then we start, creating some bullish candle patterns to the upside, then I could definitely see, this trade, playing out the way I want. If not, if it ends up saying stop loss, and then we come back down to this range right here, this will be the second place I'll be looking for entry. Now, if we do end up, breaking below this level and coming further down, or if we do end up hitting my stop loss, but I see some type of bullish structure forming, I will enter on this trade again with low risk. I just will definitely play it by ear. But as of right now, I have this buy open on EU. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Again, so just to go back, I bought here because this was a key level that I was looking at. So I bought here. I would buy here, and if not, if these two don't work, then I'm staying away from EU because that just means it's going to continue to range. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for EU. Okay, now let's go look at UJ. Starting from the weekly. Okay, so with UJ, remember I told you guys I would wait for a push to come up here, and then hopefully if it does get that, we get some selling pressure from at this level, then I'll go ahead and sell from here and then take it back down here and then a little bit lower. Okay. Now, one or two things could happen, right? We could definitely respect this level right here, right? If I go on a daily time frame, we could end up respecting this level right here because as you can see, we came up, we started ranging, and then we came back down. Okay, so you could technically say we did get a close below, but then again, it's still around the same level. If I go ahead and put a line here, it's still around it. Yeah, it's still around the same level. So we came down lower, but we didn't get up real close below. So I won't even say that. So honestly, what I could see happening again is just this could continue to push up higher. Coming back into this level. Or, if it wants to, it can respect, this where we at right now. And then potentially, continue to range here and then start pushing down lower, okay? Now, what I will definitely wait to look for before entering on this trade, if I don't, and I go back to a weekly, right? If I don't get a trade, if I don't get the market coming up here and then it pushing back down, or possibly getting a close below and a retest here, then pushing that back down, then I'm staying away from UJ. I don't feel like entering right here would be smart for me because again, if I get in for a sell and then it wants to come back up to retest, then that's just me taking a loss that I could just avoid. So I'll definitely wait for it to come up here, or I will wait for a break of structure and a retest at this level right here. So that's what I'm looking for with UJ. And again, we got the Fed doing a rate cut, and then we also have the Bank of Japan doing a rate hike. So I'm still bearish on UJ because of those two important factors right there, okay? So that's all I'm looking for with that. Now, when it comes to silver, I did lose this trade on silver. I got in for a buy on silver, and as you can see, it hit my stop loss. We was in profit for just a little bit. Then the market came back down, which is fine. Honestly, I did pull in on this prematurely, but I have my risk intact, so I didn't. It's not like I over leveraged and I got it with a super big lot size. So I wasn't really bothered by this loss. But the fact that we did come back down to this level, this is really looking good for a buy because, again, I am bullish on my commodity pairs like gold and silver because, just fundamentally, the Fed is pivoting. Like we had 2022, we had a year full of rate hikes. Right? Excuse me. We had a year full of rate hikes in the US dollar, on this bullish run. But now things are changing. Like now we have unemployment rate rising. There's more people unemployed in the United States. And then we also have, again, this is super important. We have rate cuts happening. And if we do get that rate cut, and if it does happen, like it comes out, then yeah, I could definitely see silver continuing to have such a beautiful year this year. Because as you can see, this entire year, if we go back to the beginning of the year, we just been on this uptrend. You know what I'm saying? So this right here could just be a retest to this level, and then a continuation to the upside. And then we could possibly make some new highs. Oh no, not make new highs, but we can get back to some old highs. As you can see, we did see, silver get to $47. So we could definitely see silver get back to some of these old highs, especially if we break above this level of where we at right now, which is right here. Like we break above this level, then this 36 will be a next level for me to buy to. So this is this actually does look very appealing to me. This right here, just seeing how we came down, and then this possibly could just be a retest, and then we could continue up to the upside. Then again, I'm just not bearish on any of my commodities. I'm just being honest. Like, anything could happen. Again, we could break down lower, retest here, and then continue lower. But that's just not something that I see And if I do see something like that, obviously I would update you guys. But that's just not something that I'm seeing right now. And I'm going based off fundamentals. I'm not even going based off technicals, right? Because fundamentals is what moves the market. I don't care what anybody says to you. I don't care about what anybody thinks. Oh, I don't trade fundamentals. That is what moves the market. That is what's going. The fact that the Fed is going to do a rate cut and that's on the table, that is going to drive the market. Like, point blank, period. You seen what happened, like I told you guys last week, what happened with the Jackson Hole Symposium news, and the Fed came out and was like, yeah, we're going to get a rate cut in September. That fucking drove the market. Gold shot up, silver shot up, UJ shot down, EU shot up, what else? NAS, US 30, all those things were affected by that statement. So you cannot sit here and argue with me and say that fundamentals don't matter. Like, that is nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Again, not knocking away nobody trades, but it just mind boggles me when people say they don't care about fundamentals when that's the reason why you're able to buy and sell. But anyway, unless like some crazy shit come out and the Fed say, oh yeah, well nope, we're not doing no rate cut, we're going to do rate hikes or whatever the case may be, and just change the whole dynamic of the way the Fed is going moving forward with the United States and the economy, then that's the only way I would see silver being bearish. But overall, I am bullish on it. It could have some temporary bearish movement, but I'm not looking for sales on silver, so I'm not even going to get into that. I do have a gold trade now. Oh, and I also say that silver trade that I did lose, that was on my funded account, not my live account. Now I do have a trade open on both my live and my funded account, which is this buy right here on gold. And this just looks really beautiful, honestly. Like I told you guys last week, I was looking for it to come down lower and give me a retest at around this level right here or even here before continuing to the upside. And you know, once I seen that we got this retest and this, just seeing how the market just kept pushing up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and enter. So I do have this trade on both my personal and funded account. Now, what I'll be looking for is obviously a push to the upside. And then we get that push to the upside, then obviously we're still making new highs on gold. Then I will look for a retest here at this level and then a continuation. And again, just like with EU, I could see it, you know, coming back down lower and then continue up to the upside. So if we do end up coming back down to this level and then pushing back up to the upside, then obviously this would be a buying point right here for me. But until then, I'm like just like silver, I am bullish on my commodity. So we'll see how this plays out, and when the market opens up on Monday, we could just continue to go up, and then I'll be looking to buy here. So that's my outlook on silver. I'm still bullish on silver. Okay, now go to my yen pairs. Still have this sell that I've been holding on my funded account. You can see the you know, last week it was pushing down lower and lower, and then we closed, you know, with this, you know, bullish candle, but in my opinion, it's still on the downtrend. So, excuse me. Yeah, I'm still bearish on EJ, right? Because again, like I told you guys earlier when I first started this channel, that the moment the Bank of Japan actually tells us what they are going to do with the economy and where they are headed as far as doing rate hikes, that would determine whether I would change my outlook on EJ, UJ, and CJ, and they actually gave me that. So this is why I am now bearish on EJ. So what I would see this happening, this is a possibility, you know, even if we do come up to the 50% fib level or the 61% fib level, and I do end up getting stopped out, it still doesn't change the fact that I am bearish on this, right? And if I go ahead and go to the weekly, us coming back up to the 61% fib level or the 51, it still does make sense from a technical standpoint, because this was the last higher low that was created. This higher low made this higher high. So even if we do come back up to this level and then drop down lower, that's just more of a better entry, sniper entry for me, and that's just more a way for me to trade down. Like, let me just give you guys a visualization of what I'm saying, right? Let's say I do end up pulling here, stop loss could be somewhere up here, whatever the case may be, and then I decide to take it down to this. Like, this is almost 1900 pips. This is a fucking beautiful trade. So I'm not tripping, you know. Even if I lose this, I'll take this temporary loss to get that major gain. You know, that's how I'll look at it, right? So as of right now, I am still bearish on EJ, and I'm just waiting to see what it wants to do. It can continue to go down from here. If so, lovely. It could continue to go down from here. If it does, lovely. If not, then I would wait for it to. If I end up getting stopped out, obviously I'll wait to see what it wants to do around the 51% fib level or the 61% fib level, and just go from there. Okay, and excuse me, same thing with CJ. With CJ, I'm just waiting right now with CJ. I didn't pull on CJ. Waiting for CJ to see if it wants to come back up here and retest there. If not, see what it wants to do around this level. But I don't see myself pulling on CJ right now. I really don't. I don't see myself pulling on CJ. 1 second, guys. Okay, so moving forward, let's see. Now my indices. Moving forward, when it comes to NAS, when it comes to NAS, I want to see if NAS could break above here. Yeah, if NAS could give me a break of structure above there, then I'll be looking to possibly buying. I feel like I missed my. I feel like I missed my. I feel like I missed my trade, my opportunity on NAS right now. So I would definitely just wait for, a push. Maybe I'll probably just wait for a push to the upside and then some type of retest down here or another retest here and then continue to the upside. I don't see myself pulling. Honestly, and what I think I want to start doing is I want to start waking up around New York session and trading as, what I'm saying, and trading US30. Just to test it out and just do like little small lot sizes, like not even risk nothing too crazy, because I want to see how it feels to trade these pairs, being that they open up and they move they move great during New York session. But I mean, this is a possible play here for NAS, you know what I'm saying? Getting for a buy there, and then obviously take this up to this level right here. So this does seem like a nice play here. We did get the break of structure. We did get a break if I move this line up here, right? Because this was the last lower high that was created, right? So we did get a break above that last lower high, and then it seems like this possibly could be, considered a morning star. So this would be a nice buy right here. I'm just being honest. Maybe I might pull on this trade and just go and just go low on the risk and then up my risk as the trade moves. So I could see a buy here. This does look nice to me, I'm not even gonna lie. But if not, I will wait for the break of structure above this 20,431 level and then continue to buy to the upside. So that's my standpoint. And again, fundamentally, when it comes to like things like NAS and US30, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as if the Fed continues to put out bearish information, fundamentals, then obviously that is good for stocks. Okay, so this is why I'm bullish on the US30 and NAS 100. US30, if I go on the weekly time frame and see, excuse me, I'm gonna just go ahead and take these out. These are very ugly on my chart. Possibly just waiting for some type of retest. We didn't get a retest down to this level, so I would definitely wait for a retest here at this level. Hold on, I made a mistake. Let me take this and then put this. What are you doing? Take this and then put this right here. Boom. So if we could get a retest to that level, that would be. Nah. Let me see how this looks on the daily time frame. If we go ahead. So maybe US30. Because, I mean, just on the 4-hour time frame, we definitely are in the uptrend. So we have this low right here. Then we have this higher low. This higher low. Higher low. Then we got this range. Then we got this higher low right here. this could be a higher low if this we could break above here. With US 30, I don't know. It looks kind of ugly to me, honestly. I'm not really liking it. But like I said, on the 4-hour time frame, this is on it is on the uptrend because we have this low, we have this higher low, then we have a higher low, we have a higher low, and this right here in real present day time, this is a higher low as well. So if you were to get in for this trade, like say we got in right here, stop loss would be down here. And then where will we take it to? Are we making new highs on this? Yes, we are. We are making new highs. Okay, so we are in uncharted territory right now when it comes to this. I just don't see, but you see, like I'm saying, like I just don't like the stop loss. Like I just don't like how the stop looks. Look, I mean, I guess if you were to pull right here, this stop loss would make sense if to put it right here because this was the last higher low that was created. Like you put your stop loss here and then just trade it higher. Like you just trade it. Let me see how it would look if I threw a fib on it. Let's go. Let's see how that would look. Okay, let's see if I take this fib and I put it from here to here. Yeah, it looks like, you know, it came with, and yeah, it looks like, look at all the rejection it did. It almost came. It almost came down to 78, but then you see how we just got rejected off the 78, the 50, and the 38% fib level. So, yeah, I think taking a trade from here, you could, you know, technically you could take a trade from here. I'm not gonna lie, and then end up taking profit here and here. But I just don't see that's something that I would do. I would definitely just try to wait for the market to trade higher and then come back down, give me some type of another higher low for me to get in maybe around here or somewhere around here. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. I'll be waiting for the market to push a little bit more higher on US 30 and then possibly getting in. So that's how I look. And then if we go to the indexes again, so we got, you know, it seems like the DXY is coming back up to maybe possibly retest this level before the continuation to the downside. So still like just look how, you know, this information we got, you know, still bearish when it comes to the US. Really am. You know, we are at a very key level when it comes to support. But, you know, if we do get a break below this level, yeah, we are going to continue to go lower and then possibly get back down to $95 for the dollar, okay? And then, so, yeah, I can see, you know, it coming up to retest here and then trading lower. And then, and obviously that would be good for everything that I've been sharing with you guys. And as far as the Japanese yen's future, got like a nice push to the upside. Seemed like it came down to retest this level, and then it could possibly, you know, continue to get to push up higher. But if it does end up coming back down here, I will be seeing how it wants to react at this key level right here that I have marked up to see if it wants to push down lower or to see if it wants to just come down here and then push to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at. Again, please let me know further. What would you like to see? Would you like to see me go live? And if so, just let me know. If you guys want to be part of my Discord, let me know. Let me know below. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, you could hit me up on the DM on Instagram, or you could email me, and I'll put the email in this description. Is also in this video. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video, and I trust that you guys have a great trading week. Make sure you risk properly. Nobody should be blowing accounts this week, especially if you learn it from me, because I'm a beast. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.